Okay guys, let's jump right into it. This section here, I'm going to be talking about deviation levels. This is at the top of our screener, and I'm going to show you a really simple but efficient way to use these deviation levels, or how I use them to put together a trade. Okay, in this section I'm looking at SUI, and you can see that selected right there. We're going to put together a little hypothetical trade. First thing I want to do is I believe that SUI is on a positive trend. It's got an uptrend, so we're going to be a buyer. I'm going to use BitUnix. I'm using a little snap from BitUnix in this example. Okay, so if I believe that, then I want to buy low, sell high. Okay, keep it super simple. Okay, so since I want to buy low and sell high, I'm going to go down here and look for a low probability number for us to hit, and I'm going to choose this number right here. It's like somewhere between here. I got a 5.7% probability of this hitting. Maybe somewhere in between here and here. Okay, now since I'm looking for a number that's a low probability of me hitting, if I get in on that number, then I'm going to have automatically a good trade set up. Now I'm going to talk about how to calculate. I'm going to assume in this example that we're trading futures. Going to do a little calculation here, and I'm going to show you a super simple way to do your calculations. This is basically a 7% move. What does that mean? That means I only have the right to do, let's say, 4x leverage. Okay, somewhere in between here and here is where I want to hit, which is going to be somewhere between a 5.7 and an 8.6% chance of me even getting there and getting into the trade. Now, this example, somewhere in between here, I know what my leverage is. I showed you a quick way to do that, and all I done was just see, oh, okay, this is 7%. So what am I going to do for leverage? I'm going to take 3 steps back. So if this is 7, I can use 4x leverage max. What's that going to do? That's going to keep me in a safe area, because I'm going to get a good entry, and I'm not going to over leverage myself, because I've got a quick little simple mathematical way of doing this. If this 7, I can go 4. I'm trying to keep steps back, but you'll also notice I'm also working with probability. I've got super low probability. What if I miss the trade? What if I don't get into a trade? Okay, then I'm going to write me a love song about how I missed the trade. I'm going to talk about how I want to get into the trade, and I'm going to talk about how I would love the feeling of his tight stop loss wrapped around me. And no, I'm not going to do any of that, guys. Okay, I'm just trying to act like I'm someone that comes on here and makes lewd commentary on a video. Okay, you miss a trade, you never miss a trade. There's always trades there. So now let's take a look at what this looks like on a chart. Okay, right here we got a little screen cap. I got my purple line where I would be liquidated at, and that means that if it goes down this far, then I'd be out of the trade. If it gets down that far and I still just hold the trade, but that's something like $2.90. I'd get in somewhere like $3.84. Okay, if I sit there and wait that long, you know, that's on me. But I would get a good position, a good entry. You look at this chart, you see all of these times that we've hit that support level, we've been bouncing up. You look at this chart, you see there's a trend up, and there you go. That's how you use deviation levels. Okay guys, the eternal argument inside of any trading room is, what's more important, time in the markets or timing the markets? I like to think both of them are very important. Both of them is to some extent accomplishable. Okay, so this section here helps you with that accomplishment by pointing out the UTC time, and UTC is Universal Time Coordinated. Crypto, all Bitcoin and all other cryptos are 24/7 market, and that means you need to be on Universal Time Coordinated. All the professionals, I think at some point, especially in the future, is more actual stock markets get tokenized, they're all going to move to universal time coordinated. Now, in every 4-hour block, it's represented by an hourglass right here. These 6 will mean we're nearing the end of the day. The other day, the market was simply exploding. Now, this key was showing a lot of these, which is, we've added something called a cautionary area here. If it's later in the day and you start to see these cautionary areas in FOMO, you're thinking about running out and buying on spot, I don't know, maybe a good idea, maybe not a good idea. We're definitely, or it's seemingly, nothing's definite until you see it, we're seemingly entering into a bull market. So you're probably going to see a lot of those. It's just for today, and it could continue or it could not. What I like to ask myself is, if I see one of these cautionary FOMO alerts, can I maybe get a better price the next day? Okay, now this is our buy area. If you want to trade with whatever's going on according to the screener that day, there's a way for you to do that. This is a sell. If you want to get a tracking on what are some of the most sold off things going that day, maybe you short them if it's earlier in the day. Maybe you simply go bottom fishing if you're looking to buy some good deals on quality crypto. And okay, it's really simple and self-explanatory. Just what's going up relative to unusual volatility in the market and what is going down. Okay, and these are the totals. Now, when I took this snap, there was a lot going up, and you can see over here there's a lot in the market breadth going up. That was on a day where we were really booming when I froze this. Okay guys, now we've talked about those other components up top, and now let's talk about the leaderboard and how to put all of these components together to help you get the most out of this crypto screener. Okay, first, I mentioned the key earlier, and I talked about this caution and this FOMO. Okay, this date, we talked about the time. This is just yesterday as I'm recording this. That's the 14th. And this is an unfiltered screener. You'll notice there are 56 on here, but only 47 of them are screened. That's because when something falls outside of the top 150, it's automatically removed from the screener. The reason you use a screener is to filter down to some of your better candidates. Okay, now here, this is yesterday, and we were seeing that yellow cautionary FOMO. This area right here, this DWP score, that's where we are on the day. And that day, there was a lot of green. This right here is very important because this is, we built this to tell us when are there lots of daily programs to the upside, are they to the downside, and also what kind of volatility is there at a glance. Now you'll see more blocks when you're dealing with something that is highly volatile. And let me show you what I mean by that. Okay, this is a good coin because you see not much volatility to the downside. That star denotes that even long term this is trending upward. Let's see if we can find, okay, this is Decentraland. Now you look at this and instantly I see there's a lot of blocks here, guys. The only thing I saw that was kind of like this is when the FTX collapsed, and all of a sudden we started seeing days of this, just even more volatility than this. So, you know, if you ain't about that life, as these people say nowadays, young guys, stay away from things that may be that volatile. And also remember about the caution and the FOMO. Now let's talk about the sorting. We can obviously sort on the day and see everything is selling now, so we're only going to see whatever's okay. We got something here buying. Bonk is buying, so we'll only see one on the buy side, but while over here, if you could draw a line from 1 to 100, the last 30 days, excluding today, we would be right here around 96. So that tells us that overall for the last month, Bonk has been moving up. This is something that we added. This is called a coin clarity engine, and it's using AI we built ourselves. And this will give you some clarity overall, using tons of different factors. We're crunching the numbers and saying this is where we believe this belongs. So you can sort by the day. If there's a hot day like yesterday and everything is pumping and you want to say what is pumping most, I want to get on that train. What are some of the biggest pumps? I want to get on that train. That's what that's for. This is the same thing, only now we're looking at a sorting by 30 days. Okay, what's out here? What's hot? But what's hot based on the last month, not just the one day, not just the one hit wonder. And again, there's not a lot to look at because nothing is actually showing as being hot, moving in an unusual volatility to the upside. The only thing that's moving is Bonk again, and it has a rather low score. If you're someone who really wants to play it safe, you're totally new to crypto, you want to get involved in the more blue chip coins, okay, well, again, the only thing moving over here is Bonk. But now that we're sorted by our coin clarity engine, you can see it's down, but everything's down almost. But you see Bitcoin's at the top. You see Litecoin over here. You see Stellar. You see XRP. Now we're going down. We're going down on the day. Some of these are doing better than others as far as in the last month. But you have some clarity here is to don't just let this number here, what's happening today, where would AI say we should sort these? And that will give you that place. That's why we include the coin clarity engine, and that's what that's for. On a day when things are really hot, that's what you use that for, to get some clarity, because you need to know more longer term and overall, crunching a lot of data, where does this coin really stand, even though we've evaluated these and they have to be in the top 150. But that's just based on market cap alone. Okay, now also don't ignore that FOMO, and you've seen how powerful that is. Let me show you guys again. There's that Bitcoin chart. There's just yesterday. There's just not even 24 hours later. Now I think I've covered everything. That's our crypto screener. It's available now with all of these updates free on our site, Amassers.com. There's so many uses you can get out of this screener, and it cuts down sifting through. I think there's like 1.2 million coins and tokens now. It cuts down on that a lot. And you guys interested, check it out. Once again, this is Alfred for Amassers.com. I'll see you guys on the next one. See you when I see you. Peace.